Hello, everyone. I'm James, and welcome back to Easy English for You. Today, I have a very special guest with me, our wonderful Alice.
Hi, James. Hi, everyone. It's great to be here again.
Alice, it's always a pleasure to have you.
James, what interesting topic are we going to explore today?
Alice, today we're going to dive deep into a word that seems simple but has many fascinating layers. We're going to talk about know.
Know, like K-N-O-W? I know that word.
You certainly do, Alice. But did you know there are many other ways to say no in English, depending on the situation and feeling?
Really? Like more than just no? This sounds exciting.
Absolutely. Understanding these subtle differences is key to speaking English like a native speaker. It will help you express yourself much more accurately and naturally.
Wow. I never thought about it that way. I just use no for everything.
And that's perfectly fine for a start. But imagine if you could choose the perfect word for every situation. It's like having a whole toolbox instead of just one hammer.
A toolbox. I love that analogy. I want a full English toolbox.
You're going to get one today, Alice. We'll explore 10 different words that mean no in various ways. And I promise, by the end of this, your English will sound much richer.
I can't wait.
So, Alice, let's start with the most basic one, no. No is very general. It means you have information in your mind, or you are familiar with a person or a skill. For example, if I ask you, Alice, do you know the capital of France?
Oh, yes. I know the answer. It's Paris.
Excellent. You have that information. Or, if you've met my friend John before, you might say, I know John. It simply means you are familiar with him.
Ah, so know is like a general understanding or familiarity.
Exactly, Alice. Now let's move to understand. Understand is deeper than know. It means you grasp the meaning, the reason, or the how of something. It's not just having the information, but truly comprehending it. For instance, if I explain a complex English grammar rule and you say, I understand, it means you get the logic behind it.
Oh, so if I say, I know the grammar rule, it might mean I've heard it, but I understand the grammar rule means I can actually use it correctly and explain why.
Precisely, Alice. You've perfectly captured the nuance. It's about more than just remembering. It's about internalizing. Next up is realize. Realize often means to suddenly become aware of something. It's like a light bulb suddenly turning on in your head. You didn't know it before, and then, poof, you know it now. For example, you might be walking and suddenly you realize you forgot your keys.
Oh, I do that a lot. So it's like a sudden moment of knowing something that wasn't clear before?
Yes, exactly. It's that aha moment. Another example, he realized the importance of daily practice for learning English. He might have known it was important, but he realized it truly after seeing his progress.
Oh, that makes sense. It's like when I started practicing speaking every day, and then I realized how much faster I was improving.
Fantastic example, Alice. Our fourth word is recognize. Recognize means to know something or someone because you've seen, heard, or experienced it before. It's about identifying something familiar. Think about it. If you see an old friend in a crowd, you recognize them. You don't just know them, you identify them from past experience.
So, if I hear a song I heard before, I would say, I recognize that song.
Perfect, Alice. You wouldn't say, I know that song in that specific context. Well, you could, but recognize is much more specific and accurate for identifying something you've encountered before. Another example, I recognized her voice immediately on the phone.
So, it's about connecting something new to something in your memory.
Exactly. Memory plays a big role in recognize. Moving on to perceive. Perceive is about becoming aware of something through your senses or by intuition. It often involves sensing subtle changes or details. It's like noticing something that isn't openly stated, but you feel it. For example, I perceived a change in his mood. You might not have been told he was angry, but you sensed it.
So, it's like using your feelings or your intuition to know something.
That's a wonderful way to put it, Alice. It's about picking up on subtle cues. Another one. How do you perceive the current situation? It means, what is your understanding or interpretation based on what you sense?
This is much deeper than just know. I love these differences.
I knew you would, Alice. You have a great sense for language. Our sixth word is grasp. Grasp means to understand something completely and firmly, especially a complex idea or concept. It's a stronger, more thorough understanding than understand. Imagine trying to hold on to something slippery. When you grasp it, you hold it tightly. So when you grasp a concept, you hold it firmly in your mind. For example, it took me a while to grasp the concept of English phrasal verbs.
Phrasal verbs. I am still trying to grasp them. So, grasp is like understanding something really, really well, deeply.
Yes, exactly, Alice. A very deep and solid understanding. You've got it. Our seventh word is discern. Discern means to notice or understand something that is not clear or obvious. It's about recognizing subtle differences or hidden truths. Imagine trying to find a tiny difference between two almost identical pictures. You have to discern the details. For instance, it was difficult to discern the truth from the lies.
So, it's about finding the small, hidden pieces of knowing?
That's a fantastic way to describe it, Alice. It requires careful attention. Another example. She discerned a faint scent of jasmine in the air. The scent was not strong, but she could still notice it.
Wow, this is so specific. I would never have thought to use a word like that.
And that's why we're here, Alice, to expand your English toolkit. Next, we have appreciate. Appreciate means to understand the value, importance, or quality of something. It's more than just knowing. It's acknowledging the positive aspects. For example, I truly appreciate your efforts to learn English. It means I understand how much hard work you are putting in, and I value it.
Oh, thank you, James. I appreciate that. So, it's like knowing something is good or valuable?
Yes, Alice, with a feeling of gratitude or positive recognition. If someone says, "You don't appreciate how hard I work," they mean you don't fully understand or value their effort.
That makes perfect sense. I will try to use appreciate more now.
I'm sure you will, and everyone will appreciate it. Our ninth word is ascertain. Ascertain means to find out something for certain, often by investigating or examining. It's about making sure you know the facts without a doubt. Imagine you are a detective. You need to ascertain the truth. For example, we need to ascertain the cause of the problem before we can fix it.
So, ascertain is like doing research to make sure you know something is absolutely true?
Exactly, Alice. It's a very formal and precise way of saying find out for sure. It's common in official reports or scientific contexts.
Memoing. This is a good word for when I need to be very precise.
Indeed. And finally, we have comprehend. Comprehend is very similar to understand, but it often implies understanding something complex or abstract. It's about fully grasping the entire scope or meaning of something. For example, I struggled to comprehend the meaning of the ancient poem. It means the poem was so difficult, it was hard to fully take in all its layers of meaning.
So, comprehend is like understand, but for really big, complicated ideas?
You've hit the nail on the head, Alice. It's often used when talking about understanding complex texts, theories, or situations. Now, Alice, let's try a little exercise. I'll give you a sentence, and you try to use one of these words appropriately. How about this? I blank that learning new vocabulary every day is crucial for my English improvement.
No sounds okay, but I think realize is better here. I realized that learning new vocabulary every day is crucial for my English improvement because it was like an aha moment for me.
Bravo, Alice! That's an excellent choice. You perfectly understood the nuance of realize. Okay, another one. It took me a long time to blank the new economic theory.
The new economic theory. That sounds complicated. I think grasp or comprehend would be good here. It took me a long time to grasp the new economic theory.
Fantastic! Grasp works wonderfully there because it emphasizes the difficulty and the thorough understanding required. You could also use comprehend there, and it would be equally strong. You're doing amazing, Alice.
This is so helpful, James. I feel like my English toolbox is getting bigger already.
Okay, now let's talk about some common mistakes. Often learners overuse know when a more specific word would make their sentence much more natural. For example, many might say, I know the instructions, when they mean, I understand the instructions. Know just means you've seen them. Understand means you can follow them.
Ah, I do that. I often say I know when I mean I understand. It's a small difference, but it feels big now that you explain it.
It is a big difference in how clearly you communicate, Alice. Another common one is using know when recognize is more suitable. For instance, saying, I know that famous actor from TV, instead of, I recognize that famous actor from TV. Know implies a personal acquaintance, while recognize implies familiarity from seeing them before.
Oh, I see. So if I actually met the actor, I would say no. But if I just see them on TV, I should say recognize.
Exactly. You've got the English mindset right there. This small change makes a huge difference in how native speakers perceive your English fluency.
This is truly eye-opening, James. I feel like my English is leveling up right now.
And that's the power of understanding nuances. By using the right word, you're not just translating, you're thinking in English. Alice, can you quickly summarize what you've learned today?
Yes. Today I learned that no isn't the only word. There are so many other words, like understand for deep meaning, realize for sudden awareness, and recognize for identifying something familiar. And we also learned perceive for sensing subtle things, grasp for a full understanding of complex ideas, and discern for noticing small differences. And appreciate means understanding value. Ascertain is about finding facts for sure, and comprehend is for complex understandings. It's like having a whole new set of tools for my English.
Alice, that was an absolutely brilliant summary. You perfectly captured the essence of each word and how they add richness to your English. I couldn't have said it better myself. To all our listeners out there, remember what Alice said. The more specific you are with your vocabulary, the more natural and powerful your English will become. Don't just stick to know. Try to use these new words in your daily conversations or when you write. The more you practice, the more these words will become a natural part of your vocabulary. If you found this episode helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. And if you want a detailed PDF summary of all the words we discussed today, consider joining our membership. It's a fantastic way to support us and get even more learning materials. Next time, we'll dive into another fascinating topic, phrasal verbs that also mean no in different contexts. You won't want to miss it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to stay curious and keep learning.